life on Mars. So
microbes, bacteria.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be giant beings. It just has to be bugs.
It's going to be bugs, and they're going to be teeny tiny. But I think we're going to end up finding ultimately a number of places that has that kind of life.
Yeah.
Right here in our solar system.
Yeah, I agree. We got to get out of here. We'll come back. We're going to cover your America's Most Haunted Headlines. We'll be right back right after this.
Ranger Station, Ranger speaking.
Yeah, hi. I'd like to report a bear sighting.
Location.
My backyard.
Oh, your backyard. Try telling a bear that.
I did, and this bear talked back.
Talking bear, that's rich.
No, wait, it was Smokey Bear.
Smokey? Why didn't you say so?
I did say so.
Continue.
I was burning yard waste.
Oh, boy.
He told me to burn legally and responsibly, and to remember that if it's too hot to touch, it's too hot to leave.
And as always, he's right. 9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans. That means 9 out of 10 wildfires can be prevented.
Yeah, I know that now.
Thanks to me.
Actually, thanks to Smokey.
As usual, the talking bear gets all the credit. Get your Smokey on. Always burn responsibly and contact your local fire department for open burning regulations. Because 9 out of 10 wildfires can be prevented. Brought to you by Smokey Bear, the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council. Learn more at smokeybear.com. Only you can prevent wildfires.
Northern Tool and Equipment.
I got a rather serious problem over here.
All right, what are we looking at?
Cranky mother-in-law asleep on the couch in the man cave.
Dear God.
It gets worse.
That's impossible.
She's passed out on the remote.
I stand corrected.
What do I do?
Okay, I want you to grab a Torrin Big Red hydraulic bottle jack.
Okay.
Now you wedge that bad boy in under your mother-in-law and crank her up skyward.
It's working. And got the remote.
Great. Now grab that Torrin Big Red 2-ton folding shop crane and put that woman on wheels.
And away we go.
There's no problem a little horsepower can't solve. Northern Tool and Equipment.
Welcome back to After Hours AM. I'm your host, Joel Sturgis, right along with me,
Eric Olson.
And Eric, it is time for America's Most Haunted Headlines. So everybody fire up your old Twitter browser, head on over to Twitter, of course, and search out AM Haunted, America's Most Haunted. You don't even have to be a member to follow along with some cool images, some cool stories you're going to want to follow along and hear and take part in. And, of course, if you've never been there, you need to stop into America's-Most-Haunted.com. Check that out because there's some killer articles. And for every show that we do, there's an article to go with it that is just wonderfully written by Eric Olson. And it's a lot of fun, and you can check all that out. Plus, hear the archives, all that kind of good stuff. Most people have been there at least two or three times if you're hearing our voice anyway. But if you are new to the show, definitely check out America's-Most-Haunted.com. That's the epicenter for all things Amazemo.
And, yes, thank you, Joel, for all of that. In addition, one other thing, because it's that time of year, we have lots of interesting, cool, mostly spooky, creepy holiday traditions. What are the origins of various holiday traditions? We got a whole bunch about Christmas and the end of the year. Of course, we got a ton about Halloween, other holidays as well, Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, and on and on and on.
Yeah.
So if you're interested in the holidays and the traditions, some of these go back thousands of years, the traditions, please check those stories out. We even have a holiday, a seasonal tab. All right. Really interesting story. You never know how to take these things because, of course, it's all anecdotal reports. But very interesting story, kind of an omnibus story on Mysterious Universe. And it's a collection of sightings, real world sightings of Santa Claus.
Huh. Wow, I did not know there were actual real sightings of St. Nick.
People who claim to have seen the real deal.
Huh.
Number of stories. And I love this painting. Is that one of the freakiest looking Santa Clauses you've ever seen?
I would be afraid of that Santa Claus.
I don't know what's coming out of his eyes.
I don't know either. I'd pee a little bit and run. That's what I'd be doing.
Look at that little tyke there who's just mesmerized, not
Right?
afraid at all. Apparently not. Is that you, Santa?
Yeah,
Whoa.
braver than I am.
Way braver. So yeah, it's a cool article. Please check that out. And again, the reason, among others, but the main reason, your selfish reason for actually going to Twitter.com/amhana is you can see all the pictures we're talking about, and you can click on the links. All right, how about this guy? This guy in Montana, very cavalier about it. He claimed he was shooting at someone. And he was going to be charged. He was just shooting in the woods, and he said, "I shoot at anything that looks like a Bigfoot,
including large hairy people."
Including large hairy people.
I shoot at anything that looks like a Bigfoot. So if you look like a Bigfoot, you're kind of screwed.
Don't wander around in the woods of Montana if you are large and hairy. That's all I'm going to tell you. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
So now the guy is facing charges?
Well, I believe so.
Shooting at people?
I mean, he certainly should be facing charges.
Yeah. So,
let's see. Let's check this out. The supposed Sasquatch was actually a fellow human being setting up targets to shoot in a forest area near Helena.
So you shot at some poor guy.
I'm being attacked. Autoplay. It got me. I was so disoriented there for a moment. All right. So anyway, we're on Huffington Post. Autoplay. Get it out of here. The 27-year-old victim narrowly avoided death when one bullet hit 3 feet to his left. Another whizzed by him on the right.
Man.
Oh my God! The poor victim tried to avoid more gunfire. What? 2 shots weren't enough?
Yeah.
More gunfire by running into the trees.
Oh my God!
Before he was able to confront his shooter, a man in a black Ford F-150. Listen to this. The alleged shooter. Well, I don't think it's alleged. I think he was the shooter.
Yeah.
Reportedly told the victim, "I thought you were Bigfoot."
I thought you were a Bigfoot boy. You look a lot like a Bigfoot.
The victim added that the suspect told him, "I don't target practice, but if I see something that looks like Bigfoot, I just shoot at it."
That's quite the policy to have in life. If you look like it, I'm going to shoot you.
Is that a quote for the ages?
That is. I don't shoot often.
If I see something that looks like Bigfoot, I just shoot at it.
Just shoot at it.
I'm waiting to see if he was charged.
Oh, he has to be charged. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh,
they haven't found the guy.
Okay. Well, he must be like Bigfoot and just, disappeared.
He and his black F-150 truck blended into the woods.
Yeah. That's exactly what happened.
The police are looking for him.
Well, if you have any leads to apprehend the would-be Bigfoot shooter, go ahead, contact your local law enforcement. But stay out of the woods of Montana until this guy's captured.
Near Helena, anyway. All right, so look at this next image. How bizarre is that? It is a massive sculpture that was actually originally made for Burning Man.
Oh, okay. What is it? It's
some sort of alien creature.
Yeah, kind of like an abstract thing going on. You kind of look at it.
It kind of looks like the monsters from Stranger Things.
It kind of does. Now that you say it, it kind of does look like them.
It's like a tentacled head. The sculpture is called a koilos. The problem is, once it left Burning Man, it doesn't stay anywhere for long because no one wants the damn thing.
Get it out of here. The thing's ugly as hell.
2,000 pounds of steel, 14 feet tall.
Wow.
It was created in 2007 by Michael Christian for Burning Man. And it's supposed to be a paradox. This makes sense if you look at it. It wants to jump, but also wants to relax at the same time.
So it's a confused monster. Doesn't quite know what it wants. It doesn't know what it wants.
So here's the path that it traveled. It started at Burning Man.
Okay.
Then it went to the Distillery District in Toronto.
Okay.
It became a much loved tourist spot. I don't know why it left then.
Yeah.
Let's see. So in 2013 caught the eye of Andrew Cummings, who fell in love with it and noticed it was suffering from a certain amount of damage. So he decided to buy it, and he moved it to his home on Baxter Island on Lake Muskoka in Ontario, Canada.
Interesting. The thing gets around.
It really, really does. Now apparently it's in a town, let's see, it's in the town, still in Ontario, but it's in the town of Bala, B-A-L-A.
Huh. Never heard of it.
I haven't either, actually.
Never heard of that. I'm sure it's a very fine city.
But I thought it was a very interesting and creepy sculpture.
That is creepy as all hell is what that is.
Now look at this next image. That's really pretty interesting. It's not definitive, but there is speculation that this image, which is to be found on Google Maps, may be a UFO.
It kind of looks that way, doesn't it?
It does. It looks like a flying saucer.
It does. It does look like a flying saucer.
Not perpendicular to the ground, so it's like it's turning.
Interesting.
What's very difficult to tell, though, is the scale.
Well, yeah, how big is it and all that kind of good stuff. So, yeah, scale's not there. And there's some strange things you can see on Google Earth. Have you ever looked at that? Have you ever Googled that where, strange pictures? There's some even ghostly pictures, you name it, on there.
Right, like in windows of houses and all appearing. Yeah, some very interesting things. If you click through the article, which is on ihorror.com, which is actually a Canadian site, speaking of Canada. So it's Florida, naturally.
Oh, of course.
He's looking through Google Maps. So I guess this is not Google Earth. This is Google Maps. And let's see. So kind of in between the clouds. It's really hard to tell.
I'm not sure what that is. Yeah. I mean, who knows? I mean, how high off the ground is it truly, too? You know?
Right. How big is it?
Could it be a bird?
To the clouds.
It kind of looks like a bird in flight, flapping the wings.
It could be half of a bird, where half of it's covered up by the cloud.
Yeah.
You're right. It could be like a eagle.
And that's probably what it is, because that's the most likely, case, is it's a bird.
And people are saying that it may even be if the context is way out of whack, it could even just be half of a butterfly.
That could be. It very well could be. Yeah, because we don't know how close it truly was to the camera. You know what I mean? Because it doesn't show any real definition here. For objectivity of, the size and how far away it is from the bushes.
Indeed. Moving along, today, the first trailer came out for the new Men in Black movie called Men in Black International.
Are you excited for the new Men in Black?
I don't know. I love the first two. The third one I was very hopeful about.
Yeah.
But it was just too long, I think. After. The third one just didn't really...
No.
It didn't gel. It didn't come together.
Yeah.
So this is the fourth. So I don't know. I'm hopeful, but,
And I like Josh Brolin. I think he's a great actor.
Oh, yeah, sure.
And in that role, he actually did fairly well in it. And that was the shining spot of that movie, I thought.
Yeah. I agree.
Was him, but after that, the story was kind of weak. It was kind of long. Yeah, no, I'm right there with you. Just didn't ever make it.
Yeah, I mean, part of the appeal of the first two was the novelty of it. You know.
Yeah.
And it's not novel anymore. So this one stars. What's interesting about this and why it's called International is the action moves from the U.S. to London. They are defending London.
Oh, okay.
And
I was gonna say, speaking of movies that are coming out and being redone, did you see they're re-releasing Deadpool 2 for rated PG-13 audiences?
I did, which seems very odd to me. Why?
Yeah, I don't know, but Fred Savage has